What's up? It's your brother, your cousin, your uncle, your nephew, your friend, but I can't be your son, it's your kinfolk, Will Henry with God's Will Fitness. How y'all doing today? If you haven't already hit the subscribe button and tuned in to this channel, go ahead and do so right now. I got so much more content coming for y'all. I got so many more free workouts, so many more motivational clips, and then I'm gonna do some cooking. I'm gonna show y'all how I get down in the kitchen too. So I got some things that I want to deliver to y'all. So make sure y'all subscribe and stay tuned, and use these tools. Utilize all the weapons that you have at your disposal to attack obesity. Use all the weapons at your disposal to attack laziness, to attack body fat, to attack bad habits, right? Use all these tools and I'm gonna give them to you. I'm gonna make sure you're well equipped to handle what's coming for you. This is what I want to talk about today. Too many times we worried about what the next person is doing. Too many times we looking at Instagram, we looking at social media and comparing ourselves to other people. Too many times we worried about what's going on in this celebrity's life. We worried about what's going on with our neighbor, right? Too many times we lie to ourselves that this is not gonna hurt us, this is not gonna distract us, this is not gonna keep us away from our focus. Too many times we look in the mirror, but we see all the objects on the other side. We don't look at the reflection of ourselves. We don't evaluate ourselves. We don't look within. Stop being on the outside looking in. Stop trying to peek through somebody's window. Stop trying to figure out what's going on when you don't even know what's going on with yourself. When you have no clue what's causing you to struggle in life. When you have no clue what's causing you to gain weight. When you have no clue what's gonna motivate or inspire you. When you don't even know yourself. Stop looking at everybody else. How does your body react? How does your body respond? Is your body adapting to the challenges? Are you overcoming some of the hurdles that you've been faced? Are you maneuvering through this world in a way that could be honorable? That's full of integrity? Do you have great character? What are you doing when the lights are off? What are you doing when the people are not looking? When the closet door is closed, what are you doing? We're oblivious to the things that should be common sense. We're on the outside looking in, but we should be inside looking out. We should be more concerned on what's going on internally than externally. We should be more concerned on what's going on in our household versus what the next man and woman got going on, versus what you see the next family doing. We should be more concerned with keeping up with our children, keeping up with our nutrition, keeping up with our workouts, but we're steady trying to keep up with the Joneses. Your last name ain't Jones, your last name is your name. And you gotta live up to that name. You gotta create a legacy for that name. You gotta make that name something that your ancestors and your descendants can be proud of, but you're on the outside looking in when you should be inside looking out, seeing beyond the horizon, seeing beyond the atmosphere, seeing beyond what Earth has to offer, thinking outside the box. But you can't be outside looking in. You can't be nosy. You can't be snooping around trying to figure out what's going on. You can't be trying to look underneath their rug when you ain't swept the front of your own front door. Right? You can't be worried about what's going on in the next person's relationship. Well, you're not doing right by your wife. You're not doing right by your significant other. You can't be worried about what the next man got going on with his kids when you're not teaching them. They not learning from you. All they doing is studying your bad habits, but you not realizing that because you're on the outside looking in instead of the inside looking out. Because a lot of people haven't even figured out what makes them move, what motivates them, what makes them tick, right? What gets them going. A lot of people don't know what their fuel is. A lot of people don't know what they can do to get their drive going. A lot of people don't even know these things, those buttons that need to be pressed. They worried about the keyboard in somebody else's life. They worried about the telescopes. They worried about looking through out their window trying to figure out what's going on in the next person's household. We judging. We judging and we haven't even judged ourselves. We can't even evaluate ourselves. We can't even self-assess ourselves. But we got the nerve, right? We got the gall to be worried about what the next man and the next woman doing. We got the nerve to be worried about how she got that booty, how she got them titties, right? We got the nerve to worry about how he got this car, how he got this money. We got the nerve to be broke, right? We got the nerve to be out of shape. We got the nerve to be undisciplined and still trying to figure out what's going on in the next person's life. If you're on the outside looking in, if you're trying to see what's behind the curtains, if you're trying to see what's behind the scenes, when you don't even know how to act, when you don't even know how to use the props, when you don't even know how to direct the show, when you don't even know how to produce, then I don't give a damn about what you gotta say. When you're outside looking in, when you're a stranger, when you ain't been to my neighborhood, you ain't never been in my house, you never had a drink with me, you never broke bread with me, we never sat at the table, but you worried about what's going on in my kitchen. You worried about what's going on in my living room, my dining room. You trying to tell me how to decorate my interior. But your house is in a mess. Your house is a slum. You wanna live in that deceit. If you want to deceive your own self, if you want to self-destruct, if you want to self-sabotage your own regimen, your own routine, if you want to get out of balance, if you want to be in balance, if you want to correct the stability in your life, then continue worrying about the next man. Continue worrying about the next woman. But I guarantee it's not going to be beneficial to you because you're outside looking in when you need to be inside looking out. You always got an opinion to offer, but you can't never face the facts. You always got advice to give, but you can never receive criticism. You always got something to say, but can't nobody say shit to you. When you need to be in the control panel, when you need to be in the control booth, when you need to be operating on your systems, when you need to be making sure those short circuits, those wires are connected, when you need to make sure that you're plugged into the right outlets, when you need to make sure the mechanics, the robotics, the biological movements are in order, when you need to be focused on the internal, right? What's gonna make you happy, what's gonna bring you joy, when you need to be worried about the things that's gonna make you grow, that's gonna make you sprout. What is the fertilizer? What is the soil? What type of sunshine should I get? What type of light, UV rays should I let come into my life? When you need to be worried about the internal, when you need to be worried about the inside, but no. Too many people are outside looking in for yourself, when you need to be looking out for preservation, when you need to be looking out for long-term health, when you need to be looking out for what's going to benefit you, when you need to be looking out for your own business endeavors, when you need to be looking out for your own career path, when you need to be looking out for your own relationship, your own kids, when you need to be looking out for your own workouts, your own nutrition. You need to be looking inside of yourself and projecting that outwards instead of trying to look outward to project something inside. I think that can work. I think that can fix some things that have been broken. I think that can put together some of the pieces that have been dismantled. I think that can build up the construction that's been broken down to shambles. I think that could uplift you when you feel depressed. I think that can motivate you when you feel uninspired. I think that can fuel you when your gas tank is on E. I think, but I don't know. But it's up to you to figure that out. God's will, fitness. Ow!